Hello and welcome to this Thursday's live Kriegspiel game. We are doing a fictional setting on the battle or on the map of Metz, Escort mission. And I am here with the Red Hunter team, the CIC Vespucci, and myself leading the 3rd Cavalry Brigade. Two of you have been heading down the road north towards Metz. No contact with the enemy so far. It is early morning. A light fog lies on the farmland around you in the valley to the west, and you're going up and down hills, passing by the town of what town is that? Fleury. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Fleury or something like that. Yeah, that's French. So cavalry, I guess myself is ahead of Vespucci, I would think. Your orders? Okay. So you're going off-road onto the hill southeast of Marley? Okay, got it. Thank you. I'm going to take you out of co-location then, since you'll be separating. Good luck. Yep. This be nice. I usually throw the artillery in the middle of the infantry, cavalry in front. Usually the front or behind the cavalry. And the pieces, you can flip them and put them in column formation if you want to make it look fancy. Yeah, they can. 2. 20 grids on horse. Yeah, it'll keep up with the cavalry if they're not galloping ahead. Hmm. No, no, don't worry about that. Is everyone good if I delete the lines? Mark. Yeah, I forgot to tell mine. Yeah, yep, just one turn delay. So it's 9 o'clock now. So if you, is everything moved? Or is it still moving? Mile and a half, give or take. 15 grids is a mile. Or 10 is a mile. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct. You ready? Um, by the way, there we have a dispatch umpire who his name is now dispatch. So if you have dispatches, just ping him. Make sure he gets it. All right. All right. So you watch as the cavalry pull off the road, head across the. He goes by the windmill and or the water mill, sorry, and crosses the stream in farmland, heading west to Coin. Meanwhile, your infantry continue north, and your hussars travel ahead to Marley, while you yourself take a nice viewpoint at the edge of a ridge, looking around. You can see Magny to the north. You can see the cavalry to the southwest. No sign of the enemy anywhere yet. I don't see it. Saint. Oh, I see it. I found it. All right, head to Saint. Okay. Direct west of where? Oh, I found it. Okay. All right. All right. I think that's it. Thank you. All right, myself. So with your cavalry, you take the road past the water mill, cross the bridge, past the farmlands, and over to the other side. You're now passing through the small town of Coin. The 3rd Hussars took off north towards Couvry, and the rest are kind of just getting back onto the main road. You can see the infantry moving on the ridge behind you, and that's it. That's farmland. Okay. Yep. I see it. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Does he have any particular orders? Yeah. So I think he would be slowed, but then I mean they outnumber him, so red would fall back, and your guys would probably go a little bit further. Yeah. Maybe have the front one guard the road while the other column's coming behind. Kind of. Yeah. That works. Gareth, did you move this cavalry 20 grids? Looks like they didn't move far enough. Oh, oh, it's Kiger. He hadn't. Okay, wait for him to show up. Yeah, it looks like he hasn't moved his at all. Never mind. They've got a decoy. Where's their decoy ones? Yeah. Kiger, have you moved your 2 players yet? Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just show him. No, there's a ridge line there that would have blocked it. No, that's fine. I'm doing it for you. I'm just gonna turn her upside down, or right side up. So try not to overlap the arrows because it's showing how long the column of march actually is. Yeah, just scouting ahead. All right, everything moved. 9:30. Mm, mm, well, they're coming off a small hill. I'd show them actually, give them something to run from. Yeah, just the very front of the column. He, he could get taken out if he's not careful. Yep. Gareth, you can be more generous with your screenshots. Like Slock should see like over and into Metz from the that hill and beyond it. All right, Vespucci. So, you move north to the next hill past Marley. The infantry have turned left or west, heading towards Marley. But as you reach the hill, columns of enemy cavalry come into sight both to your west and east. You can see a cavalry force deploying on the outskirts of Magny. And you can see another cavalry force heading straight down the road towards the second Hussars, which I think were yours. Oh, yeah. The second Hussars ran into them and basically fell back when they saw the entire cavalry column coming for them. But you do see elements of myself's cavalry brigade moving north along the different roads. No sign of any wagons, though. All right, so yep, 9:30 now. All right, thank you. All right, myself. Um, your cavalry scatters every which way. Two brigades are heading west through Fay towards the Moselle River. The others take various roads heading north-northwest. You receive a report back from the 3rd Hussars that they've spotted an enemy cavalry column north of them and north of Marly. The 7th Hussars report that Ogni looks empty. Okay, so you're heading to Marly. Okay, the 7th Hussars, which are heading north. Did you have orders for them? Okay. All right, I think we're good. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Um, if you have a dispatch, ping the dispatch umpire, which has labeled himself as dispatch, so that he knows to pick it up and deliver it. Thank you. All right, now I'm here. So they're attacking this Hussar unit. Oh, that's fun. These dice are ginormous. No, or Kiger's got him. What what's going on over here, Kiger? Uh, so hide behind the hill. Oh, you're fine. Can we have the artillery to start firing? Or yeah, let's be nice. Yeah, we. It's closer to regular column, although slightly slower. Oh no. will 3-on-1, but squares. That'll be interesting. 4-4. No, they'll. I mean, they'll. Oh wow, I rolled terribly. Cavalry swirling around the square menacingly. Who's fired? Who fired their shots too early? All right, I'll give them a disruption just for this. I think Red forgot they're supposed to be chasing because they're like being super defensive now. Uh, That, that might work. All right, 10 o'clock. The first Hussars. Yeah, so they would see the infantry marching out with wagons. Yeah, yeah. Well, if he's on that hill, I would show him the. I'd just show him. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's fine. 10 o'clock. They'll pick up soon. No, it's fine. They don't know that it has treasure written on them, so I don't. That's fine. Yeah, they wouldn't know that just because it says supply, it's not the treasure wagons. Yep. All right. So your infantry start to arrive east of Marly and deploy. You move back to the South Hill again. To your northeast, the tail end of your infantry column falls under attack by 3 squadrons of hussars. They rapidly form into square, and right now the hussars are ineffectually galloping around them, but unable to penetrate. To the northeast, you can hear artillery fire, and it looks like you can see 5th Brigade's cavalry on the backside of the slope with their cannons on the ridge firing down at something towards Magny. To the northwest, you can see myself and some of his cavalry arriving at Marly. It looks like your second Hussars made it back, but his third Hussars got attacked by blue cavalry and are retreating. And that's it. Hmm. Wait, say that one more time. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, got it. Thank you. All right, myself. You turn, taking a smaller, lesser road, and then get back on the main one, heading to Marly. As you arrive, you find. Sorry, I gotta remember what's on your screenshot. So you can see Vespucci's Second Brigade seems to be deploying east of Marly. You can hear artillery fire somewhere off to the northeast, though you can't see its source. And then you arrive to find the Third Hussars fleeing from an enemy. Looks like they're being pursued. Okay, all right, got it. Thank you. Uh, I think it would be mid melee, but um, three for who, where? Uh, Kiger's not here yet. Were 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 these cavalry ordered back? I thought I saw. Oh, it looks like he's doing something. I didn't roll. Who's this artillery targeting? I guess, yeah. I'll have him target the artillery in the town. Oops. Hussar versus Hussar. All right, so the third Hussars here withstood a charge from the Hussars from the south. Infantry moving up, artillery firing. That artillery would be firing as they left. Oh, all right. Hit the L for, or limber up, yeah. Two. Ooh, big hits. All right, I think combat's all done. I wouldn't let it obstruct yet. It's pretty fresh still. Yep, 10:30. And make sure if a player is not by the artillery, make sure to mention that they would hear the artillery and the direction. All right, Vespucci. Um, Good news. The enemy cavalry withdraw from your 11th Infantry. Your artillery managed to unlimber and get a few shots off as they retreat. To the northeast, you can see Baron's cavalry maneuvering, but it looks like the enemy cavalry is moving west, more towards your north. Meanwhile, the 8th and 7th are advancing, and the 2nd Hussars attempted to attack the enemy Hussars on the hill, but were repulsed and are pulling back. The 10th have taken a position to guard the bridge at Marly, and you can see fighting to the west by 3rd Brigade's cavalry, which doesn't seem to be going well for them. Got it. Thank you. Did I? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I realized I did something dumb. I gotta fix. Unrelated to you. It's just. All right. So, your third and fourth, or your fourth and first cuirassiers move into attack or counterattack. The fourth are promptly broken, fighting the enemy lancers, and your first cuirassiers are fighting a desperate fight, but definitely outnumbered. Your seventh hussars also engage enemy lancers, but don't do very well. Meanwhile, your artillery moves up and unlimbers, starting to fire at least on their flank and support, but enemy guns to the north are also firing back, pinning them down to an extent. To the east, you can see that the second brigade seems to be somewhat engaged, at least the artillery is, and his cavalry attempted an attack against the enemy cavalry on the hill to the northeast, but that didn't go well. What are your orders? It does make a difference. Yes, you can, and no, you can still write dispatches. Okay. Oops. I'd have them go straight. Although that's a rail track bridge, it's not easy for horses or artillery to cross that. Yeah. This artillery has nothing to shoot at anymore. Is this cavalry charging the infantry? Yeah, I rolled for it. All right, and their artillery. All right, so the artillery fire, the cavalry charge is repulsed, but that artillery fire is devastating on that infantry and square now. Um, this artillery is doing pretty good work on the artillery at the edge of the town, and I think that's it for the fighting. All right, okay, 11 o'clock. All right, gentlemen. So, your divisional general, brigadier general, has arrived. You rally the 3rd Hussars and bring them to rescue the 1st Cuirassiers, but by the time you arrive, the enemy has already sounded the retreat, and the cavalry withdraw, much to the cheering of your men and surprise, because they were winning, so a bit of a surprise. But anyway, enemy has withdrawn, but their infantry, you can see now, are moving up, as well as a column further to the northwest behind the infantry. Further east, the 2nd Brigade formed a line and was attacked by enemy cavalry, quickly formed square and repulsed the attack. But you can see the left end of the line is getting chewed up by French artillery, or blue artillery, I guess it's not. There's no nationalities. Blue artillery is firing at close range into the square now, and pretty bad effect. Meanwhile, enemy artillery to the north are pounding down in the vicinity of your own artillery in the town of Marly, and you don't hear artillery fire anywhere else. Myself, you do receive a dispatch finally from the west from the 5th Hussars. They report spotting an enemy column just north of Joy au Arches. Um, and they say they see Hussars escorting an infantry column uh, with a large number of wagons heading down the road and are planning to engage to slow them down. Ours is northwest of Joy Arches, Arche. The cavalry, yeah. You personally or your men? Yeah, they'll get tired pretty quickly. If who gets charged? The artillery? Yeah, they would be captured. All right, I need your orders. Well, I have yours already, Vespucci. I need myself's orders. Okay, got it. Thank you. What did it say? Baron was the limber guns and move forward towards Metz with the whole brigade. Okay. What about it? I do not mind. Go for it. Who's got Charles Stonks? Who's the umpire for Charles Stonks? No, 'cause he hasn't moved. What are his orders? Is he is he just talking or typing? He's not speaking. Oh, okay. Well, these guys will recover. You back, Kiger? Oh, he's going all in. Okay. Well, that's gonna work well. Oh, that worked pretty well. All right. It is now 11:30. Yes. Lots of barns everywhere. Sure. Where is the barn, or where do you want it lit? Who's he? Slock? All right. Yeah, we can. There's a barn on fire. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to roll for that, or do you want me to? Sure. So, let's see. He broke the hussars or the lancers. Um, these guys would have been, yeah. So he'll have to he'll contend with those guys next, and we'll go with that. Okay. are here shooting on them there. Okay. 11:30. You can give it to Schwabauer for fun. All right. So you send the orders for your infantry to come west. It takes some time for them to break formation and get moving. Um, Meanwhile, you watch Third Brigade's charge to the north, which doesn't go very well. They were repulsed, and enemy cavalry attack your second hussars and the rear end of your column as they're moving back west. And it looks like the hussars are breaking as well as your infantry. Um, Meanwhile, you can see an enemy column moving to your northwest, starting to occupy Ogny, and some lancers are coming up from the south. Okay. Yeah, they're broken. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, myself. Your cavalry charge, daring and dashing as it was ill-fated, and you were repulsed by the enemy lines. Your cavalry had already tired from their previous engagement with the enemy cavalry, didn't have the heart to stick it and break through the enemy formation. So you've been broken with heavy casualties and are falling back. Okay. Okay. To the west. Since you're in the middle of a charge, dispatch couriers haven't been able to find you, but hopefully you get word soon. All right, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and co-locate you. Oh yeah, they've already won it. It's just how much can they get out? Yeah, it's affordable. Yeah. Uh-oh. What what's this infantry doing? Because they're going through a vineyard down a steep hill right now. These two right here. I don't. th- They'd be taking a road if at all possible, because that would be a nightmare. Like they'd at least be going down this thing. Yeah, I roll all the east side's done. It's all done. Yeah, 1200. Screenshots. All right, gentlemen. So, um, Vespucci tries to get his infantry to move quickly westward, but you're intercepted at the crossroads by two regiments of enemy blue infantry, forced to deploy and start engaging, and so far it's not going well on your end. Myself retreats south with his cavalry to start reforming them near the safety of 2nd Brigade. Your artillery start to unlimber and get away, but the enemy infantry charge into Marly and attack them and or overrun your horse artillery to the northeast. Meanwhile, further east, the enemy cavalry have been beaten back, and so 7th Infantry have been rescued, as well as the guns were left unharmed. They continue to fire. Um, the enemy cavalry's fled to the north, and then to the west, you can see new enemy batteries have reset up, and the column is on the move again, heading southwest out of Ogny. Myself, you finally hear word from the 6th and 5th Hussars. They engaged the enemy near Jouy and held them for about half an hour, but were eventually overwhelmed and forced to fall back towards Corny and are currently reforming. And they request urgent reinforcements to assist them in holding back the column. Yeah, it's just east of the river, the southwest side of the map. They they're very disorganized and have high casualties, but I mean they'll come to you. It was the 6th Hussars and the 5th Hussars. Okay. Myself, your orders? 6th and 5th, yeah. I mean, it would be useless. Okay, got it. Thank you. Who has? Oh, that'd be funny. They have it in the bag and then, yep, uh, that was enough to shatter the assault. Just gonna rewind that a little bit. Was he was he red before? Uh, this might warrant a commander death or a roll for it. Let's see for. Oh, he's alive. Wow. Well, they are getting close to each other. Well, it could be a spoke, even though it's written here, it could be spoken runner. Like, is all the combat done in the West? Well, their orders are to get their division out as well. So they're, I mean, he did, yeah. But, looks like it. What were their orders? Just to go over the mountain and are they Spartacleses? Yeah, I think we'll just delete it. All right, 12:30. All right. Um, so ninth forms into assault column and goes to attack the flank of fourth, but they fall under heavy artillery fire in so doing, and the cannonballs just rake through the lines, and it's enough for the to deter the men that the charge peters out and they turn and run backwards. Meanwhile, the 10th Infantry, the men have seen enough fighting for the day and taken one too many casualties. They stop firing and, despite the protestations of the officers, start to return east towards safety. As you look towards the northeast, the 11th Infantry is fighting over the bridge, or over the small, or the it's probably Say River, uh, for the town of Marly. It's kind of hard to see how things are going there. There's a lot of smoke, but they're holding the bridge anyway, while your artillery is bombarding the enemy position. To the north, you see a long column of enemy cavalry heading kind of cross country, heading southwest. And to the west, you can see another column with wagons heading southwest out of Ogni. And there's most of the artillery fire you hear is your own. You do hear some additional fire to the north. Hmm. They're still pretty poorly disorganized. They really need another half an hour to get better organized to do that. But you could kind of move in that direction and then prepare for a charge next turn. The 8th Infantry. I, oh, yeah, yeah, they would be able to fire at the 8th Infantry, yes. Okay. All right, so where are you headed? Okay. Okay. Wait, so myself is staying here, or you're going with myself? Okay. Got it. Thank you. The west side. The commander and artillery crew capture the wagon. That's mm, he'll get one painting. I was thinking I was thinking to call it here since it's I mean the treasure wagons are about to head off map. Um, yeah, they're getting away. What's gonna block them? Or where's the other one? Oh, how did oh I didn't realize. How did those get on that path? Uh, well, yeah, that cavalry would intercept those then. So they'll lose. They'll get three away and lose 2/5. So okay. I mean, yeah, Charles Stonks is gonna get wrecked on his way out, but everyone else is gonna make it. Looks like. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna bring everyone to the lobby. Oops. All right, welcome everyone. This was a fast game, but I had a huge umpire team, so that made it fun and quick, which is nice. We have reached a point that is decisive, and so even though it's almost an hour earlier than normal, we're calling it. So thanks everyone for playing. What we're going to do for those, if any that haven't been in one of my live games before, we'll let the umpires share what happened from the umpire perspective, and then all the players will have a chance to share their game experience, what they did, why they made their decisions, what they learned, that kind of thing. So before I reveal the big map and describe the events of what happened, I'd like to hear from the CICs to see how they think they're doing. We'll start with General Josh on the blue team. All right, and Vespucci, how do you feel? All right. So for the scenario, blue started entirely in Metz. Their force was about two-thirds the size of red, and their objective essentially was to get off map to the southwest. With his, they had five treasure wagons and their division that they wanted to get off safely. Red could come in anywhere, from here to there, anywhere from this side to approach Metz. So the scenario, I would say, if I redid it again, I would let red deploy basically anywhere they wanted around Metz, and then blue would just have to break through. I think that'd be a little bit more interesting. But in this scenario, red isn't necessarily in an intercepting position because they're coming from the east. Blue's got to go west. So the challenge for red is to get west quickly and cut them off and then hold them and take the wagons. And I think red team either got distracted or lost sight of that because so two brigades came in from here and started going west. And in my opinion, I think it would have been smarter to put most of the army on this road and to do that because this was the main area you needed to get to, rather than having some come from the north and behind and play catch up. But they ran in. Blue sent a force. I think it was Charles Stonks this way, and he ended up holding or distracting. I think three or four different brigades who all deployed to kind of deal with him. And I think Red keeping in mind the objectives, red rather than like deploying and being defensive, maybe to put a screening force to just guard, but then keep moving west because you got to find those wagons and stop them. I got a lot of lines there. Slock did come in, so Slock's cavalry came in from behind, came through Metz, crossed over here, and then came down the west side actually, and he was the closest to capturing the treasure wagons. So Blue sent their treasure wagons down this road and their decoy wagons down this road. And so Slock caught up to the wagons, and some of myself's cavalry had a quick skirmish here to slow them down, and then Slock caught up and fought them from the rear. I think Kaiser can tell more of that. He rolled the fighting. But they managed to pull away. Now, the decision was made, I learned at the end, to send some wagons up on this side route for some crazy reason. So three of the treasure wagons are about to move off map and are safe. Two of the treasure wagons took the circuitous route and are going to get intercepted by Slock's cavalry before they can make it out. So if we count it by wagons, blue got a 3/5 victory and red got a 2/5 victory because they managed to capture two of the wagons out of the five. So Slock's speed and I guess perseverance did pay off. In terms of end state, so it looks like Spears is going to get some of his brigade out. Charles Stonks definitely made a valiant rearguard action, distracting most of the Red Army. His his command is very beaten, and they're getting attacked here at the end, but they did their duty. Poor Dan was chasing blue the whole time, but never. You see, he's got 6 fresh infantry brigades, never able to get them to engage. And then the commanders that I had, myself and Vespucci, their commands are pretty well. They fought hard and long, and are pretty well spent all along the board. They're racing this way to try and capture these wagons, which they may capture some, but these are the supply wagons, not the treasure wagons. So they may inflict some more casualties here at the end. And then we haven't played this out, but Charles Josh is up north, or Josh, CSC Josh is up north, and he's already surrounded by red, about to be more surrounded. So he may not escape to safety and be caught or killed if we had played this out. So mostly a blue victory as they got the majority of their wagons to safety, but not entirely. It was a difficult scenario for red because they really had to cut across west and intercept, which is a difficult proposition. even if they had the numbers. And a fun game overall. I enjoy fictional scenario, and this out actually played out better than I thought it would, so it was fun. I'm going to let the umpires share their perspective and experience with the players they had, plus any advice they have, and then we'll let the players go. So, umpire Gareth. Thanks. Umpire Kaiser. Thank you. Umpire Kiger. Thank you. Umpire Reservist. All right, thank you. And then umpire Noah, dispatch umpire. Thank you. Always nice to have a dispatch umpire. Appreciate you filling in last minute. All right, let's hear from the players. I got streaming mode, so I can't see all the names. There's one who is 2IC, starts with the A, who showed up last minute. Like, you can go first. Go for it. Yeah, make sure to sign up for future games. All right, Charles Stonks, the man of the hour, super rear guard. How'd it go? All right. All right, Vespucci, CIC for the red team. All right, good job with CIC. Dan. Thank you. All right, General Josh. Thank you. All right, myself. You probably would have, yeah. Thank you. Schwabauer. Thank you. Slock. Thanks, Locke. All right, Spears. Yes. Nice. All right, there's one more. I can't see the full name. It says S something something right after Spears. Go for it. All right, thank you. Here comes the duel. Sparta Achilles wins. Slock is injured. All right. Well, thanks for playing, everyone. It was a lot of fun. You're welcome to hang out and keep talking. I'm going to end the recording here, and we'll see you in the future games.